Every city has places that don't quite belong. They are on the map, but not in the hearts of the people. These are the gaps where plans were made, funds were siphoned, and someone forgot to clean up the bloodstains. For Mumbai, one such place lies between Mira Road and Dahisar, or as urban planners like to call it, the buffer zone for illegal stuff. An unfinished building, skeleton of concrete and rubber jetting against the smog. Locals call it Adhoora Tower, the forever almost project. This is Unclaimed, and I'm your host, Prasad Chaubey. This is where my story begins, and like all good Mumbai stories, it starts with a missed train. It was Tuesday, as usual. Nothing ever goes right on a Tuesday when you're west of Dahisar. I was sprinting to catch 11:45 Virar local, but just as I reached the platform, the train slid away, leaving me behind with only a cloud of dust and a chorus of judgmental stray dogs. So I did what any desperate Mumbaiker does. I looked for a shortcut, past the pawn shop, under the bridge that always smells of boiled cabbage, to a narrow lane nobody talks about. The kind of place where GPS signal dies just to save itself. That's when I saw it, Adhoora Tower, standing tall, silent, like a monument to someone else's scam. From the outside, it looked like every other abandoned project. A faded builder's hoarding screamed, "Sea View luxury starting at 1.8 crores. Even though the only sea left was a mosquito-infested swamp and a plastic chair floating like a drunk Titanic survivor. But when I stepped inside, the city noise vanished. No honking, no train horns, just absolute silence. The kind of silence that makes you check if your heartbeat has stopped. Then came the smell, a strange mix of wet cement, salt water, and something else. Rotting ambition. That's when I saw him. A man, bare chest, dusty lungi, helmet dented and tilted at an impossible angle. He wasn't floating, he wasn't glowing, he was just there, static, heavy, like a pillar holding up the weight of the whole damn sky. This was no ordinary ghost. This was Raghunath Bhurle, a migrant laborer who came to Mumbai to build towers he could never afford to live in, killed in a workplace accident while clearing the mangroves that once thrived there. The official report called it act of God, which, in Mumbai real estate language, means the builder didn't want to pay compensation. But Raghunath didn't speak, not a word. Instead, he pointed. First, to the cracked foundation beneath my feet, then to the swamp outside, once a thriving mangrove jungle Now a graveyard of trees and discarded Amul milk packets. Finally, he pointed straight at me. Then he pressed a finger onto his lips. Suddenly, the walls came alive. Flashing images, flickering like a grim cinema reel, spliced together by a madman. A politician shaking hands with a builder while sliding a thick envelope under the table. A bulldozer crushing baby crabs like it was playing Candy Crush. IRL. A green ribbon cutting ceremony held on top of a completely dead tree. The montage ended with a single chilling headline: Mumbai Metro Project clears final obstacle. Nature. The ghost turned to me. His hollow eyes burned with rage and sorrow, and then, in a voice that sounded like wet cement being stirred, he whispered one word: return. As the word left his lips, the ground beneath us trembled. Thick, dark vines exploded from the concrete floor, coiling around my ankles, pulling the building back, down into the earth. Before I could scream, the silence shattered. I heard laughter. The kind of polite, fake laughter you hear at elder press conferences when someone asks about fire exits. The vines vanished, lights blazed on. I was surrounded by ghosts wearing sharp suits, politician with holographic garlands, and a real estate agent who somehow still had working business cards. Congratulations, you have survived the environmental quiz. Now you qualify for a pre-launch discount at Adhoora Tower. The ghost of Raghunath stepped between us, furious. He roared like a sound of pure structural failure. The showroom illusion cracked. The suits dissolved into dust. Raghunath's roar morphed, twisted, rising in pitch until it became the screeching brakes of the 1205 Virar local. I blinked. The darkness wasn't black. It was the shade of station roof. I was back on Mira Road platform, sweaty, confused, and holding a builder brochure, brand new, glossy. The tagline read, "Introducing Adhoora Heights, 2 BHK starting at just 1.2 crores. And beneath it, scrawled in wet cement dust, return. So the next time you are between Mira Road and Dahisar and you pass a half-built tower, ask yourself, what was destroyed to create this and who paid the real price? And if you ever hear a voice whispering, return, don't be a hero, just run. Because in Mumbai, ghosts don't haunt because they want revenge. They haunt because EMIs never stop. This was Unclaimed. I'm your host, Prasad Chaubey. Stay curious, but not so curious that a builder tries to sell you a flat in the afterlife. Return.